so I have no idea. 8 levels, so I have no idea. That's kind of what it's seeming like. I'm thinking every mission I'll just switch costumes, or maybe I'll just stay with one costume the whole time. I have no idea.
Perhaps the one thing capable of taking down the
Alright, I guess I'm supposed to do something over here, but it wants me to wait till he's done talking, but I forgot to turn subtitles on because I'm an idiot. I had them on the first time I played, so my brain just instantly assumed that they were probably going to be on. Alright, subtitles are on now. The subtitles got turned on just in time for me to miss what the fuck I was supposed to be doing. Oh, there we go.
The technology behind this plan. Algo was vehement that it still looked the same as it did 1,000 years ago.
I know this is about to be the boldest statement you will ever hear me make on YouTube. I'm not even kidding. I think the Black Panther movie was overrated.
I liked it, but there were aspects of it that were
I think it was
definitely could have been better.
I think
It was enjoyable, but it wasn't as good as some of the other Marvel movies that they've made, and I feel like it's because they felt like they had to do forced inclusivity, so they felt like they had to do Black Panther.
No, that's not what it was at all. That's not the reason I disliked it at all. I'm gonna say I think it's the same quality as all the other Marvel movies, besides like the ones that are extra good, like the first Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame, and some of the I think it was about the same quality as like just an average MCU movie. I thought it was average, but I don't think they forced inclusivity at all. In fact, I think Black Panther I think it was a good choice for them to make that movie because he was an important character. I definitely don't like that they just advertised it as, guys, look, he's black. Because I did feel like that was the whole point. But I think the story they did was really good. I think it was really well written to the point where I think the villain was fantastic, one of the best ones. I don't like the final fight just because they literally just gave the villain another Black Panther suit when he had so much more interesting parts about him other than that. I don't think they needed a big CGI fight at the end. They could have had it be a battle of like just philosophy, because the villain was objectively right, like in that movie. I don't know if you remember what his motives were, but he was right, and he was definitely like he was technically and that's why he came back in Wakanda Forever. Other than the fact that Chadwick obviously passed, but I think it was good that they did that. I think I prefer the first one to Wakanda Forever, funny enough. I saw the first one in theaters.
The first one was definitely better than the second.
Not
necessarily better, but it had a better story.
So the second one, the thing I didn't like about it was they set up Shuri, like his sister, as the new Black Panther, just to reveal at the end that she's not the new Black Panther.
She should have been. She was the princess.
Yeah, she should have been.
Supposed to be the crown prince or princess.
Yeah, no, they basically said, oh no, actually, so we actually brought this kid in and he's going to be the new Black Panther, and you basically just wasted your time. They also used it, I don't like that they used the movie that was supposed to celebrate Chadwick's passing, like not celebrate, but like, memorialize him as a way to introduce the X-Men. I hated that. They brought Namor in basically to just introduce them. They should have made it a lot more like the first one where it was about philosophy, and so I would have liked that. I would have liked that was
searching and shit like
yeah, like moving on from grief, having more themes than just, oh my god, guys, the mutants.
Their country in that movie is supposed to be very spiritualistic.
Yeah, and instead they just had a big CGI fight, and then the X-Men showed up. And I don't know if you remember, they actually had Namor, who is the first mutant from the X-Men, to show up. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the second one at all. I thought the Rihanna song was overplayed trash. But the first one I liked. I genuinely enjoyed it. It was about, it wasn't like a masterpiece like other people were saying. The villain was definitely really well written, for sure. I can't pretend like that's not wrong. Like that, I think it was.
But it was just like, it didn't have anything necessarily special about it.
But it was definitely something I thought needed to be made, though. I think expanding the world of, not just to have a black superhero, that's not why I think, they needed to make it, but it is cool that they did. But they
gave a little more And that also helped boost other people, like characters that realistically should have been colored all along.
Yeah, no, there were a few in that universe that definitely they whitewashed a little bit at the start.
And that helped them be like, okay, we should maybe actually bring heroes in who aren't just your average white man.
No, for sure. Yeah, like Peter Parker in the comics is it's not confirmed, but like some people think he's Jewish. It is. He says a lot of stuff, and the way he kind of looks at life is definitely through a lot of ways that Jewish people. Anyway, there's a lot more inclusivity in comics that isn't so forced. But
yeah, like Echo, for example, I like that they did her.
They actually changed her a lot from the comics, but yeah, her comic self is still deaf, still an amputee, and still kicks ass.
And another thing, I like her costume design because they incorporated indigenous aspects.
Which, yeah, her character was in the comics too. That's the thing. I liked that because it didn't feel like they just forced her to be like whatever. No, they took her comic character and elevated it to a way that made sense. And that's what the MCU always did before that, before like the Avengers basically. They took Iron Man, who was an unknown character, and brought him into the mainstream and shit like that. And then they kind of just overdid it with other characters because they realized we can make anybody a popular character if we try, but that they actually can't, because if you write the character and he's not likable, or she's not likable, or they're not likable, no matter what kind of person can identify with them, right? I don't care if it's
the only thing is if it's a character that's a minority, everyone's gonna get shit on for disliking them.
Pretty much, and that's what like She-Hulk was. You're sexist if you don't like this show. Actually, no, I'm sexist for other reasons, but
you're awful. Like the show could have been written much better.
Oh, the show was shit. Even I didn't like it.
Like, dude, why the fuck did they have to make her twerk? That's one of my biggest things with it is why.
Some people defend it as
that was some sexist shit, actually.
Yeah, why did she?
Like,
yeah.
The people who are like, oh my god, she's twerking, this is so cool. That's some sexist ass shit. A woman shouldn't have to twerk just to be fucking cool or whatever.
Yeah, I think you're misinterpreting the point. The point is it was a joke in that scene, but I think the fact that, why did you need to sexualize that in general?
It wasn't necessary.
It was kind of stupid, and I don't like the ending because it makes her a Mary Sue. Like it really made her a Mary Sue. Because at the end of the show, right, she has the ability to literally break out of her show, go through Disney Plus, and go talk to the creator of Marvel and tell him to change the story of the MCU. That is complete Mary Sue bullshit. I know she could break the fourth wall in the comics, but that's a comic. It's a different medium. It works better in comics than in a movie where there's one timeline and that has basically been consistent. Deadpool breaking the fourth wall is different. I don't think, and even the ending they did for She-Hulk.
Because for Deadpool, that was always 100% part of his character.
It was for She-Hulk in the comics too. In fact, she predates Deadpool for being able to do that. But some people were like, oh my god, you're sexist. If it was Deadpool with this ending, you'd like it. Actually, no, the ending was written shit either way, even if it wasn't, no matter who it was. Put She-Hulk in the Deadpool movie, let's say it was She-Hulk and Wolverine, it'd still be cool. No matter, because it looks like it's going to be written well. But you put Deadpool in the ending of the She-Hulk show and it looks like shit. Because it doesn't matter who, it's so dumb. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Is there a specific one I'm supposed to hit or something? Oh, I see. It wants me to go this way? Is there a certain order?
Inside the note, the heart-shaped herb. A gift from the boss herself.
I didn't ask. Sorry, I don't care about hearing about your lore, bro. I already watched the movie. Oh, I died. Broke up. Okay, so that's the first symbol. That is 100% supposed to be the first symbol. At this point, I'm just going to be playing a guessing game. I know that's not the second symbol, so let's try that one. No. I don't feel like playing the game the right way, so fuck off. It's making me try to guess a symbol through a bunch of paintings, and I don't want to do any of that because I have the attention span of a 3-year-old, and I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like I really do. I don't feel like having to do all that puzzle solving, so I'm just gonna guess. I'll probably end the video here and then start a new one when I